Very weird.
T3 Media.
Through the media.
Welcome back, Phil fans. This is Chris talking through the medias, and now I have to tell you what I think about Suicide Squad Part 2. The Suicide Squad, is that what it's called? Look, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I love this movie. The thing that I didn't like about the original is how it started off with a very serious side. It was badass action, and it just on a dime switched to this supernatural world that just did not fit. Like the third act of the movie didn't fit with anything from the first and the second act. Now that I've watched this movie, I can now tell what DC is doing, because let me be honest with you, they did the exact same thing. They start off pretty serious with the mission at hand. You know, we're doing this one mission, and then there's a thing that's in the second act that's going to interfere with the mission. A side villain that's kind of in the way, or the real focus, and then the third act introduces the real big supernatural threat. And as you can tell from the trailer, it was the kaiju, that Starfish the Conqueror, Starro the Conqueror character, that was the supernatural element, into it. But what James Gunn was able to do more successfully here, that wasn't quite done as well in the original, was to make a little bit more sense and to let it flow into the crazy supernatural a little bit better. But when you finish watching this movie and then think about what they were going for in the first one, you're like, maybe Gunn would have been able to execute it better. Because even though you had your little jokes and your things like Harley Quinn stealing in the store, what, we're bad guys, kind of stuff, and starting off the movie with people you don't expect to die right away, just getting knocked out to show that Amanda Waller is serious, setting this tone, this realistic tone, and then going into the crazy. The shift didn't flow as well as it did in this one. The way Gunn was able to direct this team and write this story and to make it flow into this crazy Starro fight world, it was done a little bit better. But in comparison, I can now see that this is the formula moving forward. There was a lot done in the second movie that was done in the first movie. A lot done, even down to the mention of Superman in the beginning, almost beat for beat, the same way. Like, you start the movie off where Waller sees Harley in the first movie in prison, and she's just dangling there, and she doesn't seem like a threat, but then she, little bitty thing that she does proves that she is a threat. And the same thing is done in the beginning of this movie. It starts off pretty much in prison, and there's a prisoner there that lets you know that this person isn't one to be trifled with. It's almost as if they lifted the exact same movie and just did a complete paint job of the first one. If there's a Suicide Squad 3, or if there are however many that they do moving forward, one of the things that will never happen is, as long as Harley Quinn is in there, she's not gonna die. Harley Quinn has already been in so many movies. Was it Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad, and now Suicide Squad 3? That's 3 movies. Margot Robbie and Warner Brothers, they have a good working relationship right now. And just like Deadshot, Will Smith's character just being removed, not explained why he's gone. It's just going to be something like that. If there's a Suicide Squad 3 and it doesn't make sense to have Margot Robbie in there, she just won't be in there. Or if Suicide Squad is just the movie that makes more sense for Harley, moving forward, she's never going to die. She's the one person that you can bank on will never die. It just won't happen. Everybody will die before she does. Everything that John Cena did was perfect. Damn near perfect. Spot on perfect. Him getting his own spin-off series makes a lot of sense. Everything that's going on with DCEU for the HBO Max exclusive stuff is exactly what they should have been patient about and tried to do before force feeding us the Justice League and botching that launch because the Snyder Cut was more superior. There's something about the Suicide Squad where you can constantly try to place your bets which one of these characters is not going to make it out of the movie kind of a thing, which ones will survive that you think they're going to die kind of a thing, and constantly interchanging all these different types of characters. I'm telling you, man, in Suicide Squad 3, Condiment Man could be one of your breakaway stars out of it. I'm telling you, they have so many avenues that they can go. So with the series that's coming out with Peacemaker with John Cena, and with Harley Quinn kind of still being out there doing her thing, what she's going to be doing with Batman and whatnot, there's so many avenues that they can go to. If they do the same joke again in the third one, I don't care. I feel like this is the way to go with Suicide Squad. I want to see a Harley and Ivy movie in the same vein of Suicide Squad and with that Harley Quinn cartoon that they're doing. You already got King Shark out there, so why not? I now have way more faith in what's going on with DCEU than it. I was wondering why they just didn't start over, because we have the Flash, and why the Flashpoint movie wasn't scrapped after the way it's been started. It's because they're headed. They know what they need to do, and they found a way to wipe the slate clean. And this, to me, the Suicide Squad movie, to me, proves that is exactly what they're doing. They're doing a soft reboot to this universe, keeping what works, getting rid of what doesn't, wiping the slate clean. Why keep mentioning Superman if just the same way you did with the first Suicide Squad movie? Why keep mentioning him with Kryptonite Bullet and all that stuff? Why? It doesn't make any sense. It would have made more sense with Ben Affleck still agreeing to come back to the Flashpoint. It made more sense than to mention Batman or somebody, or the Flash. It made more sense there. But they keep mentioning Superman for some strange reason. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we're gonna do. The Flashpoint movie I think all will be revealed once we see that movie. But as far as Suicide Squad, I loved it way more than the original one. I felt more for the characters. You know, a movie is good with me if I'm willing to watch it again, and I'm willing to watch this one multiple times, because there's got to be some things that I missed when I watched from the first viewing. I definitely did, so I'm definitely going to watch it again. Let me know what you guys think about the Suicide Squad. Do you agree or disagree with my assessment with this whole movie, with my thoughts on the way the DCEU is being handled and what they're going to be doing moving forward? Do you agree that the formula is a certain way? The formula to make a Suicide Squad movie is now revealed. They have a certain way that they want to start off a movie, the first, second to the third act with the fantastical and stuff, and that pretty much we saw almost the exact same movie, except was it done better or was it done worse in your opinion? You know, I just love these movies and I love talking about this stuff, and I just love being entertained, and I love talking with you guys about what you feel and what you so share it with me, what worked, what didn't work, and we'll talk about it right here on this channel. Guys, I'm out of here, man. You know I can go ramble on for days at a time, so put it in the box and let's keep talking. Till next time, guys.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Blah.